I offer my most humble pranams at the lotus feet of beloved Bhagwan. Dearest Swami, respected elders, dear brothers and sisters, what a day it has been. So beautiful, so energetic, so vibrant, so suffused with Swami's love. When I think of how do we practice Dharma in daily life, it is like this. This conference, if we think of the word conference, it can also be pronounced the Malaysian way as Brother Suresh Govind pronounces it. Conference, because it confers on us. It confers Swami's love, and Swami's love and God's love is the only way to practice Dharma in daily life. I just don't have the time to go into what a beautiful day it has been, because that will become another talk in itself. What a beautiful day it has been. It's been so beautiful, so filled with love. I'm so happy, and I'm sure all of you are too. I would begin with one incident, a beautiful incident way back in 1972. It was a hot summer day, and Swami sitting looked at one of the boys who was seated beside him and asked, "What do you want?" This question is such an important question. We all need to have an answer for this. Because, like it was referred to by Dr. Reddy in the morning, let us not ask coffee powder from the Kalpavriksha. What do you want? I want coffee powder. And then we say, what a fool, he could have asked for a coffee estate. That is also foolish. Coffee estate is also foolish. What should we ask? So, I think our entire life would be spent in preparing an answer for this question, what do you want? Swami asked him, what do you want? And this boy did the wise thing by keeping his mouth shut. In silence, you can't make mistakes. So he just kept quiet. Swami said, I'll tell you what you want. Wow. Swami said, get a glass of water and a piece of paper. And then Swami takes that piece of paper, rolls it in to a thin pen, dips it in the water, and puts it in his pocket, tells, that is what you want. And he's wondering, what, Swami? I want a wet piece of paper or what? Swami says, unroll it, unfurl it and see. And when he unrolls it, on that piece of paper are the words in beautiful handwriting which say, grant me the strength to love you with all my heart. Grant me the strength to love you with all my heart. Swami said, this is what your heart wants. Dear Swami, that is what every heart in this auditorium wants, Swami. We want the strength to love you with all our heart. Because that is the only way we can practice Dharma in daily life. In the morning, both the doctors, Dr. Narendranath Reddy and Dr. Rama Devi, both diagnosed the problem so perfectly. What is the problem? Why we can't practice Dharma? Why can't we have Sangha Niti? Sangha Niti means morality or Dharma in society. Because there is no Papa Bhiti or fear of sin. Why there is no Papa Bhiti or fear of sin? Because there is no Daiva Priti or love for God. So the only way to practice Dharma in daily life is to have love for God. And that's why I said this conference, I'm sure today nothing adharmic has happened. Because this conference has been filled with so much love for God. Now, so much has been said about Dharma. What is Dharma? A Dharma, Dharma as a father, Dharma as a husband, Dharma as a friend, Dharma as a professional, Dharma as a speaker, Dharma as an audience. There's so many Dharmas, so confusing it is. What is Dharma? Dharma is nothing but a set of rules. But should I do my Dharma as a father or should I do my Dharma as a professional? My office work is impinging into my family time. I'm not able to give time for the organization. Which Dharma is more important? Which is less important? Oh, so many questions. There's a beautiful example given to me by my mentor, Professor G. Venkatraman. He was my boss at Radio Sai. And in fact, Swami had told me, you want to make Swami happy, make Venkatraman happy. And I can say that in 14 years, I made Swami happy many times. I could never make Venkatraman sir happy. And he would tell, that is why Swami told you make me happy. I am not so easy to get happy. But I feel he gave a beautiful way to understand Dharma. He told every country has a preamble and a constitution. I'm from India, so I know the Indian preamble and constitution. The Indian preamble, it is there in the beginning of the constitution. It just tells you what is this constitution about. A very broad idea it gives you. The Indian preamble is 73 words long. Only 73 words. And then follows the Indian constitution. The Indian constitution has 146,000 words. The Indian constitution basically explains, like the preamble is there. It has justice, fraternity, equality, all those words are there in that. But if husband and wife are fighting, what should be done? How do you understand from the preamble? It will interpret the preamble, and there we have constitution, and the constitution is taken and our judges will interpret it and come up with company laws, civil laws, criminal laws. Oh my God, it will grow into lakhs and millions and billions of words. But actually the entire thing is there in the 73 words. So also Dharma, basic Dharma is only one Dharma. Swami would say that is Atma Dharma. Very simple. Very simple. What is Atma Dharma? Atma Dharma says that the same Atma or same God is present in everyone and everything. That's all. That's all it is. Over. Now go lead your life. But can I wear white dress or no? Should I have a beard or should I shave? Where is that Atma Dharma telling about it? Should I listen to my father or should I listen to my wife? Should I listen to my boss or should I listen to my friend? Where is the Atma Dharma telling? Both are God. So we get confused, right? Just like that, the constitution. The constitution comes out as Paradharma. Paradharma is Dharma as a husband, Dharma as a man, Dharma as a professional. Each one comes. But basically, it is only Atma Dharma that is need to be understood. If that is understood, everything becomes clear. And so today my challenge is, should I go into Paradharma or should I talk about Atma Dharma? Simply by the time given to me, I am choosing to go to Atma Dharma. Because Paradharma is vast. And Atma Dharma, if understood well, everything becomes clear. Swami in his many discourses and based on the Sanatana Dharma that is there in the world, a beautiful system is given to practice Dharma in day-to-day life. Life is broken up into 4 quarters. And each quarter is given a role and a goal. We have the Brahmacharya Ashram, the Grihasta Ashram, the Vanaprastha Ashram, and the Sanyasa Ashram. To make this easier to understand, let us take the journey of a river. The river begins on the top of the mountain as a small spring. And it runs down the mountain. That is the fastest speed the river goes. When it's on top of the mountain, it just gurgles down. So much speed. Because it's very small, it's very thin. Just rushes down. Nobody can stop it. In fact, take any river and calculate the length, calculate the distance that the river travels. The fastest progress by the river will be in the first stage, at the top of the mountain. Because that is the fastest stage. And that is the Brahmacharya stage in life as well. The youngster stage, the teenage, the SSE and the young adult stage. When maximum progress can be achieved. And that is why Swami gave 75% of his time to the youngsters. Because this is the stage when we can do maximum progress. But what is the progress that has to be done? This is the time when Atma Dharma has to be taught. Everybody has to be taught that the sole goal in life is to reach God. Everything else is time pass. I had met one Swamiji who goes around the world giving talks. So he had a planner. So we asked him, can you give a talk on this day? He said, let me check my planner. And on the planner, the heading is written, Time Pass 2016. I asked him, why are you labeling it like that? He said, the only goal in life is to reach Bhagwan. Everything else is time pass, including what I am doing, talking. Everything else is a time pass. Like on the flight, What we eat, what movie we watch, what we do on everything is time pass. The goal of climbing the flight is to reach the destination. So also the goal of life is to reach Bhagwan. And this Swami says should be taught at the first in life itself. Remember, you are born so that you can never be born again. You are born so that you achieve Swami. And Swami would do this. He would come out and ask, how many brothers? Swami, 2 brothers. Hey, all are brothers. Oh, okay, Swami. And then after 3 days, he'll come, hey, how many sisters? Swami, no sister. Hey, all are sisters. This is the secret formula. All. That's it. Hey, how many friends? Swami, all are friends. No, God is your only friend. Or sometimes he'll tell, how many wives? Swami, all are wives. No. But the idea is Swami is fixing, God is your only friend. Sports meet. Sports meet. The sole goal of sports meet when we would do as Swami students is to see a smile on Swami's face. I remember one sports meet, Jeep stunts. They have practiced for 3 months. Maybe or lesser, but whatever. For months they have practiced. And on the final day, as they are coming to perform, Swami gets up and leaves. And I thought, oh my God, Swami, how much they have done, Swami, We feel that we are having more compassion than Bhagwan. Swami, bless them, Swami. But Swami didn't, Swami left. In the evening, I am seeing these boys who are part of the Jeep stunt, happy, fine, they're normal. I was like, I thought you'll be in depression. Brother, are you not sad? No, brother, see, we do sports meet to make Swami happy. If Swami is happy watching us, fine. If Swami is happy not watching us, then also fine. Wow! What philosophy that is! Amazing! That philosophy of equanimity, they're able to express it, and I was in wonderment as to Swami, which other young adult who is 20-year-old will be able to speak like this? That is Swami, because Swami would build that. The only thing that matters is making God happy, and if God is happy by my victory, I will be victorious. If God is happy with my defeat, I would love defeat. I love victory and defeat if it makes Swami smile. For a smile on his face, I am ready to do anything. Swami would ingrain this in every time, because this is the most important thing. This is true progress. If as a stream you want to progress, this God is what is progress. All other things are distractions. Brother Pushkaraj Gumaste, he reached very high positions in Barclays Bank. He became the MD or CEO, I'm not sure, but yeah, he reached the topmost position. He was a student, and when he was a student, he used to run to sit in the front. We all do that. But the different thing that he would do is, he would, what we call in hostel language, a scam. He will bunk the last period in class, hide near the compound wall, jump and go before the line so that he can sit in front. Every day he sits in front to have Swami's nearness. But Swami would always say, nearness not important, dearness. There's a lotus, frogs are hopping around. They don't even know the sweet nectar that is there in the lotus. Bees come from far and take the nectar and go away. Do you want to be a hopping frog or a flying bee? But he won't, somehow we feel nearness is dearness. Hey, he got 10 interviews. Great devotee must be. This fellow Swami didn't look only, hopeless fellow he must be. We have no idea who is great devotee, who is not. Duryodhana possibly spent more time with Krishna than somebody else. Mirabai never saw Krishna. Never mistake physical proximity never mistake nearness for dearness. Though in some cases nearness and dearness are matching. But anyway, he would go in the front, but scamming the lines. He is very happy to get darshan, but everybody else is upset. Again he came from, how they are coming from. One day Swami came early for darshan and saw these boys. Along with him there were 2-3 others, because this brother narrated the incident, I took his name. Swami saw all of them. Swami asked, how come you came front? Swami, to see you. Then Swami said, okay. And then Swami tells, today I'll put you into trouble, wait. And Swami goes. And then when Swami goes into the interview room, everybody comes, all the students, teachers, all have come. Suddenly Swami storms out of the interview room. Where is principal? Where is warden? No indiscipline. Buddhi ledu. You have no idea. Do you know where your students, what all they're doing? You have no idea. This fellow, get up. You, get up. Swami makes them, all of them before, they've come. See, you don't even know. What kind of warden you are? I don't want to see this happening again. And Swami storms back into the interview room. These guys are like, God, publicly shamed. All the other boys are happy. You deserve it. You deserve it. Deserve it. And all the eyes are going to be on them. 1 hour later, again interview room door slowly opens. And these boys, Swami again picks. You, come. For interview. Calls them in for the interview. And Swami says, I told you, I'll put you into trouble. Swami said, if you love Swami, come in the front and show now. If you love Swami, now come front. Let me see how you'll do. That's what it is. Because it doesn't matter who stops, what rules they put, what. No, Swami, I want you. Even if I lose my life, I'll come, Swami. I'll live for you, I'll die for you. That is what is needed. But how? Brother Pushkaraj says, I went to the hostel. I'm a marked target. I can't go anywhere without being noticed, especially darshan time. Half an hour before darshan lines leave, principal, warden, where is there? Where? Come stand here, wait. How do I go front? But Swami has given me the challenge. If you love me, now come front. It's amazing, dear brothers and sisters, what passion can do. Passion leads to innovation. He observed that there are some sick boys in the hostel who are not able to go for darshan. He started off by telling, let me take you for darshan. So he started slowly. Slowly he built up a reputation as a person who takes sick boys for darshan. Then the warden said, you're taking him. No, take the cycle and drop. Every day you're missing darshan. No, you go before the lines. That was the origin of the sick boys transport department which came up later in the hostel. And then Pushkaraj Gumaste, working hard for months, finally reached the state where every day he would go before lines. But again, he achieved that through seva. He achieved it through seva because he was taking the sick boys. But the larger point I want to make is, Swami always wanted that your focus has to be Swami. Whatever be the obstacles come. Even if God puts the obstacles, you come like the river running down the mountain. It crosses boulders, just jumps, gurgling stream, right? How fast it is. Like that I want. On one occasion, Swami told the Vice Chancellor, Swami's car goes, all the boys run behind, right? Swami said, what is this indiscipline, boys? No discipline at all. Vice Chancellor took it seriously. Next time Swami was going out of the car, nobody there. In the car, Swami was saying, what happened to the boys? Swami, the Vice Chancellor has banned them. Call the Vice Chancellor, and he banged the Vice Chancellor. They will run behind me. They have come here to run behind me. You don't stop. So, see, what we learn from all this is, in that young stage, the Brahmacharya stage. Brahmacharya means Brahman Charayati. To seek Brahman. We are all taught in the first quarter of our life. I'm not specifying 20 or 25 years because I don't know how long our life is. But the first quarter of our life is for learning that the only thing that matters in life is God. I'm going to seek God. I'm going to seek God. I'm going to seek God. That is the thing that is taught. Atma Dharma. That is why, Swami would say the 4 goals of life. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Dharma is Dharma, Artha is wealth, Kama is desire, Moksha is salvation, enlightenment. And Swami would say, Dharma, this is Dharma. What Dharma? Not ordinary Dharma. Atma Dharma we are taught. Brahmacharya stage of life, the first quarter of life must be dedicated to learn this. I am speaking a little broadly because we have people from all ages here. That is the first stage in life. Then we move on to the next stage. Now the river has reached down from the mountain. It starts going into the plateau and the plains. Now what happens? Interesting thing you notice, the river starts growing in size. Tributaries come and join. Like when we look at Ganga, Mandakini, Bhagirathi, Alaknanda, all of them come together. Then again Yamuna joins. Saraswati from underground joins. All the rivers come and join. That is the Grihasta stage. The Grihasta stage is when joining happens and we start expanding. Swami would say expansion love. Expansion love means we love the whole universe. I used to think, Swami, forget it. Let us love one other person selflessly. Because in the Brahmacharya stage, it's all about me. In a way, it is very selfish. I just take care, I will take care. Now I have to love in the same way my partner. When I go from 2-legged to 4-legged, then from 4-legged to 6-legged, and 6-legged to 8-legged, that many more people you have to love selflessly. Before, hey, you're coming? Yeah, I'm coming to Sri Lanka. Yeah, done, fixed. Hey, you're coming to Sri Lanka? 1 minute, I'll tell you tomorrow. Why? I have to ask, Pooja, can I go to Sri Lanka? I have to check. I have to check because when she gets an offer to go to Australia, she also has to check with me. Now I have expanded. I'm no longer just me, I'm me and her together. Now already my elder daughter starts saying, why are you going? Don't go so much time. So in some time I'll have to take permission from her as well. Now can I harmonize this? This is it. Swami would say, easy to go in forest and say, I have controlled anger. Who is there in the forest for you to get angry on? Come back in society. Now show me what is your control on anger. So that is why this is prescribed. This is the stage, Grihasta stage, when we start growing. We start growing. Many times we tell, why? Come on, strive, achieve, achieve perfection. No, Swami says contentment. We use escapism to not achieve perfection. No, you have to. Mr. Ryoko Hira, the richest Indian in Japan, he is the one who started Swami's movement in Japan. There was a phase in life when he decided that, Swami, I want to make contribution for Swami's water project. So he went and gave speeches, talks. His way was, I am going to inspire people with awareness about Swami's project. They will donate and resources will come. But as he says in his own words, I got standing ovations, thunderous applauses, but no contributions came. So he felt so guilty. He went and told his wife, see, already has to discuss with wife. He said, let's sell our house in Tokyo. At that point in time, in the 1990s, it was worth $20 million. Let's give it to Swami. So he went and said, Swami, please, one offering. Please, I humbly request you. Swami said, what? And he told his plan. Swami said, which mother will be happy if her child lives in a rented house? No, don't. Didn't permit him. The way I view it as, this is not the phase to do this. Earn. Build like the river. Earn well. But why you should earn well? Why should you earn well? I'm reminded of what Dr. Valluvan Jeevanandam narrated during the Sathya International Conference at Riverside in California. He is from the University of Chicago Medical Center, and he's an expert, world-renowned expert in high-risk cardiac surgery, heart transplants. And, he is known as a doctor who takes on complicated cases which all other surgeons say that, we can't do. We just can't do. It's impossible. You say impossible, there is Dr. Jeevanandam who says, no, I am possible. Comes and takes it up. He was, at that point in time, the director of heart transplant at the Temple University, Pennsylvania, which is supposed to be the most best and perfect. Everything was awesome. At that time, he gets a call from the University of Chicago, which tells, would you like to come here and take up as director of heart transplant and cardiac and multiple departments? I am not at all interested. Very happy. Once you climb Mount Everest, you don't want to go to any other small mountains. Why? I'm here in the best place. I don't want. Oh, no, thank you. Please, you come. No, I don't want. Please come. No, I'm going to India now, so I don't want. He comes to India. Swami calls him for interview. He just is so happy. At the peak of his career, best place, everything awesome. Swami also calls for interview, family interview. And then Swami says, you're going to Chicago, no? Go to Chicago. Swami, no, Swami. It's not actually, no, Swami. I'm very happy, Swami. Very happy, Swami. I'm very satisfied. Contentment, Trupti is all there, No, you have to go to Chicago. Swami didn't relent. You have to go. And he now says, now I see the wisdom. The amount of people who really need this, the kind of people that I've been able to serve, the fulfillment I feel in my life. Swami wanted him to become professionally even more proficient, not to build a name for himself, but because he can serve better. So too, the Grihasta stage is not the stage for renunciation, not the stage to tell that, no, I don't want to professionally advance, no need, satisfaction, I am happy. My father has left behind a huge wealth, I'll just eat and be happy. No. It is not for I needing more money. Whatever, whether it's money, resource, whatever that I earn, I can use it to serve better. Look at the river. The Ganga grows on one hand. But on the other hand, do you know, half of India is sustained by Ganga. Half of India, the river sustains civilizations. Look at the history of mankind. Every civilization has grown on the banks of a river. Not a river in the early stream stage, but a river in the growing stage. And that is what a Grihasta does. Whether it's a Brahmacharya or Vanaprastha or Sanyasa, all are supported by Grihastas. So this is the phase, the second quarter in life. Become an expert, build your wealth, build resources, become the best you can be so that you can serve better. That is what our Dharma is in the second stage of life. Recently, we have had, for instance, medical camps at Fiji, in Nigeria, in Benin. I was personally so inspired. Not a pie charged from the patient, that is okay. Somebody is inspired will do. But spending your own resources. Doctors who are spending their own resources and traveling all the distance there, when flight costs are so much, visa charges are there, these costs are there, you're just spending. How is it possible? Because you have your expertise, you are able to earn so you can spend. You earn so that you can serve. You serve and then you deserve. That is the Dharma in the Grihasta stage. The second stage. This is the stage, after Dharma, what comes? Kama and Artha. Dharma, Artha and Kama. Artha means wealth. Kama means desire. You should have it. Have wealth, have desire. But why do we do it? Just like the river is supporting life. I am doing this so that I can support life. That if we forget, it becomes adharmic. That is what Duryodhana forgot. Duryodhana forgot the purpose for which he is trying to gather power and wealth. And he defeated that entire purpose itself. That is why we call him Duryodhana. I was wondering, Duryodhana means bad fellow. I was thinking, which mother will name her child bad fellow? Tell. Duryodhana, my child. No, his name is Suyodhana, meaning good person. But his deeds have been such that everybody calls him Duryodhana. His name is Suyodhana actually, meaning one of good character. But our character is decided by our actions. That's why we become Duryodhana, right? Swami says, thoughts lead to words to deeds, deeds to tendencies to habits, habits to character to destiny. It became his destiny. Then, from the second stage of the Grihasta, we move to the third stage of the Vanaprastha. In the days of yore, when the population was very less, this was the phase when they would say, enough, I give up everything, I pass it on to my next generation, and I want to go to the forest, meaning I'll start contemplating on what is the I remember my purpose in life. I have been taught during my Brahmacharya. Listen, I might have earned money, I might have become a king, I might be whatever. But hey, my purpose of life, the reason I got into the flight is so that I can reach the destination, not to enjoy the business class or economic class. No. If I forget that I have to get down, then everything is useless, whatever we may be dining on the flight. So too, when you come to the Vanaprastha stage, you remember, my goal in life is actually to reach God. All other things are just time pass, right? Look at the river in the third phase. Very interestingly, in the second phase, as I said, multiple tributaries join and make the river big. But look at a river once it reaches the plains and as it's nearing the end, it starts breaking into what we call distributaries. Now the river starts giving up. This is the stage to start giving up. Start giving up. Don't give up in the Grihasta stage. Not in the second quarter. Third quarter is for start giving up. No, second quarter is for achieving perfection, as I said. Even Sachin Tendulkar came to Swami and Swami told him, 1997, that was when the Unity Cup was held. Swami told him, the mistake you are making is that you are looking at the bowler and batting. Don't look at the bowler and do batting. Look at the ball. Focus on the ball, not the bowler. Looks like such a common sense, simple advice. But Sachin Tendulkar told a senior devotee that was such critical advice in the December of 1997. And look at the fact sheet. The 1998 was the best ever year for Sachin Tendulkar, who is considered as a god of cricket. The god of cricket had our God helping him. He was already a god of cricket, but Swami said, no, don't be satisfied now. You are not in the Vanaprastha stage. Achieve even greater heights. And then we come to the Vanaprastha stage. Vanaprastha stage is when you have to start giving up. Till now I have spent my time building the company. Now you are told, drop the company. Can you drop the company? Oh, I am so attached. How can I? I have built up a relationship, a family. Drop the family. How can I? No. That's why we see people till 80, 85 working. And nowadays they consider that as pride. I'm 85, I still go to work. Oh God, you got it all messed up. Wrong. No, you're not supposed to be working. Major mess up in the world is because we are messing up the ashramas. Brahmacharya time we are doing Grihasta. Grihasta time we are telling Sanyasa, no need, nothing. Then Vanaprastha time we are doing something else. It's all messed up. Like putting the horse before the cart. No, just follow. This is Dharma in daily life. It is there, just follow it. I'm reminded of the experience of Kamavadhani Garu, very respected Vedic scholar. He was so strict in all his observances, what time to get up, what he'll eat. He will not eat food made by anybody else except some who have followed some kind of rituals, or he should cook his own food. So there was one devotee, Chidambara Krishnan, who had the privilege and pleasure of hosting Swami for some time at his home. So when he invited, Swami visited his home along with Kamavadhani Garu. So he knew that this Kamavadhani Garu will So he had just kept fruits for him. Fruits or falaram is allowed for anybody because fruits are pure, they come from the tree. So Swami had a lunch or dinner scheduled, but for Kamavadhani Garu, it's fruits. So when he was serving, Swami looks and tells, what Kamavadhani, for your special food? Why? So Chidambara Krishnan says, Swami, just leave Swami, just leave it. No, don't bully him, Bullying is not allowed. Don't bully him, leave him. Swami says, no. Why Kamavadhani? Why special food? Swami, there's a prescribed thing, Swami, that I follow. So if it follows that only, that food is good. And then Swami asks him, what food is good for me isn't good enough for you? And the greatness of Kamavadhani, he immediately threw the fruit plate and said, get me one more plate and serve whatever you have served, Swami. Swami, what is good for you is amritam for me. I want to have that. That is the greatness of that man. That is the kind of detachment can we have. Swami asked, is it not good? He immediately gave up all the thing that he has been practicing from years. Just dropped it and said, I'll have this. And the beauty of Swami? After that, whenever he took Kamavadhani Garu anywhere, Swami would personally go and tell, hey, don't give normal food, only fruit or less. Swami would adhere to all the conditions that he was adhering to. It was only one way of Swami telling that, listen, all this you do, okay, but remember, don't forget, most important is God. And once Swami knows that, hey, this Bangaru, he for me, him, I am only most important. Then Swami himself will come and abide by what you want. No problem. But don't forget that important is God. And be ready to give up everything for God. This is when, like the river starts doing distribution, we also start. Because as I said, first stage in life, Dharma. Next stage in life, Artha and Kama. What happens in the Vanaprastha stage? We realize that, Swami would again beautifully tell this in his discourses. We think Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha are the four wheels of a car in which we travel. Swami says, but in a car, 2 are front wheels, 2 are back wheels. It's not like 4 individual wheels. It is 2 front wheels, 2 back wheels. Similarly, we realize it is not Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, but it is Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Meaning, we realize that I earn Artha or wealth in a dharmic manner. And I have Kama or desire only for Moksha. This is the Vanaprastha stage of life. When I reach the 3rd quarter in life, I realize this, and therefore I give up all other wealth. I give up all other desires because I know the only wealth worth having is Dharma. Which Dharma? Atma Dharma. And the only desire worth having is desire for God. So it is not painfully that, oh God, I have to give off. Take, okay, you're fighting. No, you take. I don't care. Take it off. And after this comes the final stage. The fourth stage, the Sanyasa stage. Sanyasa is total renunciation. Because now I don't want anything. The river, Swami says, the river now comes to the ocean. It has traveled from the mountains, high speed, supported civilizations, gave away, broken into distributaries, fertilized fields. It has done so much. And finally it says, oh, my ocean, I've come to you. But does the ocean welcome the river? No. The ocean pushes back. There's a beautiful scene in the movie Annamaya. It's a Telugu movie. And it's so beautiful in Telugu. It is worth learning Telugu to watch this scene. Annamaya, he has composed so many kirtans on Balaji, Tirupati, Venkateshwara. People have got transported to the Lord listening to his kirtans. But Annamaya is feeling, I am not getting moksha. So he picks up all his kirtans and walks up. He's old. He goes and drops it at the feet of Venkateshwara and says, Lord, enough, I take all of this, but take me back to you. I want to merge in you. Because Swami says that, the river tries to merge, the ocean pushes back. What does Venkateshwara tell? Annamaya, I'll give you eternal life. And Annamaya says, Kapata Nataka Sutradhari, you don't fool me with all this. I don't want eternal life. I want to be with you. I want the eternal companion. I don't want eternal life. Annamaya, no, please don't. Take. What is the Lord saying? Then, most beautiful it is. Venkateshwara tells Annamaya, don't merge in me. If you merge in me, who will sing for me, Annamaya? I need you to sing for me. No. Because you know what? Annamaya then says, whatever you may say, Lord, I am very happy. My life is blessed that you are saying these words. But Lord, I'm sorry. I want to be with you. And the Lord merges him into him. Because this is the ultimate test. We can give up everything. But the hardest to give up is that sense of I. I have done this. I have done that. I have done this. And the Lord comes and says, hey, you're so great. You have done this. Do more. No, Swami, I am not. I don't want. I did it so that I can reach you. Having reached you, now don't fool me telling you're great, you're doing. No, I don't want that. I want merger into you. I want merger into you. The river and the ocean, they battle and battle and battle. And finally the river merges. Sheshagiri Rao. Sheshagiri Rao was the first priest of Swami's Patamandiram. And when he was the priest there in 1950, then the new mandir came, Prashanti Nilayam Mandir. For 14 years he served. For 14 years, he served as Swami's priest. And sometime in 1964 or something, he had a very bad fall, elderly person, bad fall, became very crippled. Everyone felt that his last moment is near. And finally the day came when everyone thought that he won't last another night. And that evening, Swami walks to Sheshagiri Rao's room. Along with him is Kasturi. This is recorded by Professor Kasturi, Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Swami walks and tells, where are you off to, Sheshagiri Rao? I have not permitted you to leave. I have not issued you your passport and visa. You can't go. No, he didn't tell visa and I am telling all this. Can't. Listen, today evening, come and do Arti. Don't skip your duties. And Kasturi writes, Professor Kasturi writes that, I felt how cruel is this God. Here is a man unable to move in his bed. And Swami is telling, come in the evening and do Arti. And the Lord's word, Professor Nanjundaya sir, who was the former controller of examinations, he once told me, he said, Aravind, if Swami tells you something seriously, pay attention. If Swami tells you something casually, pay even more attention. Because when Swami tells casually, you tend to ignore. But that is very, very, because everything is Veda Vakya. So Swami just told, come to Mandir. That evening he was there. Sheshagiri Rao sir was in Mandir doing Arti to Swami that evening. And he did the same for the next 6 months without any problem. 6 months. And after 6 months, again suddenly fell ill, fell sick. So sick, so bedridden, began to forget things, memory loss. Such a bad condition that some of his family members came and said, we'll take him to Bangalore. We've got much better treatment facilities there. And then Swami said, don't take him. He has got some karmas to work out. I'm working it out. Otherwise, 6 months back only he would have gone. So, let him be here. Much against the family's wishes, he continued to stay in Puttaparthi. He continued to stay with Swami. 6 weeks later, 6 weeks, intense suffering. 6 weeks later, he is back to health. Of course, there was still a little memory loss, but he was back to health. And everyone was amazed, what a miracle it is. And Swami was like, I'm telling you, I'm wiping out the karma. Finishing everything. This is just the final push the ocean gives. He might be not just a Sagara, he might be a Karuna Sagara, the ocean of compassion, yet he will push because he wants to finish everything so that you don't get back to this. And then when Sheshagiri Rao is hale and healthy, fine. One day, Professor Kasturi records, Swami comes and tells him, come, let's go. Where, Swami? Come. And they go to Sheshagiri Rao's room. Swami tells, get me some milk. So they get him milk and Swami picks with a spoon milk and feeds it to Sheshagiri Rao. 1 spoon, 2 spoon, 3 spoon, 20 to 25 minutes, whole glass of milk, spoon by spoon, Swami is feeding. Feeds him, gets up, and he's leaving. As he is leaving the door, Swami turns and tells Sheshagiri Rao, you can go. 1 hour after that, the river merged in the ocean. That is what it is. Once we pass Dharma, then Artha and Kama, then Artha by Dharma and Kama for Moksha, we reach the 4th stage, which is Moksha. And what is Moksha? Swami says, Moha Kshaya is Moksha. Giving up moha or attachment. Complete detachment. Swami, detachment not just from my wealth, family, nothing. Wealth from the concept called me. I'm not attached to the concept called Aravind. I'm not attached to I'm not attached to but nothing matters, Swami. Only you, only you, only you. So much so that even if you come and tell, oh Aravind, I can't live without you. Please live for me. No, Swami, I want to be back. I want to merge in you. That is the 4th stage. And this, I feel, is the way we practice Dharma in daily life. As I said, this is a very broad view because we don't have time to go for the narrow view. And once we remember this, dear brothers and sisters, once we remember the goal of life is to reach Swami, I bet you 100% every action we do will be dharmic when it is done with this perspective in view. That is why it is so important to remember the most important dharma, the Atma Dharma, that everything is divine. I have to go back to the divine. And that is where we need love for Swami. Because, dear brothers and sisters, there are so many rivers in India, but not all of them reach the sea. You know why? Because all those rivers depend on monsoons. Otherwise, they go dry. Ganga reaches because it's called a perennial river. Now, all of us are rivers having water. Are we perennial or are we monsoon dependent? This conference is one monsoon. It fills us with waters of devotion. But if I have to depend on conferences and satsangs alone for water, then no, I will not reach the ocean. Yes, the monsoon will make me flood with joy. But whether the monsoon is there or not, I must go on. I must go on. It must not happen that, oh, the organization, nobody is attending, so we will hold a conference so people can come. Nice, we will hold the conference. But whether the conference is held or not, I'll come because I'm not coming to emancipate any organization. I'm coming for my own emancipation. I am coming because I love Swami and everything that Swami has set up is for me to progress. I think that is the way we practice Dharma in daily life with unwavering love for Swami. That is why I began with that prayer. Dear Swami, grant me the strength to love you with all my heart. Because loving Swami is not easy. But loving Swami is the most fulfilling. The joy that we will experience will be far higher than any other thing. It is the joy that gave Mirabai the courage to say, I will drink poison, but I will not give up Krishna. That is the love, that is the joy, that is the Amrita that is waiting for us. Dear Swami, grant us the strength to love you with all our heart. May our love for you keep growing stronger and stronger every passing moment. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.